Hello everyone. Have you ever wondered how long it will take for your money to get double, triple, or quadruple? Or how long it will take for your money's purchase power to become half? Or how much you should really spend, save, and invest? Well, you don't need to be a financial expert for that. There are some simple time tested rules that make managing money more easy and predictable. In this video, I am going to talk about 7 powerful financial tools that will change the way you look at the money. And by end of this video, I will also share a bonus secret rule. So let's get started. Hello everyone, welcome back to Canada Dreams. If you have been following me for a while, you know that I have been creating videos about Canadian immigration, helping you with the latest updates, PR pathways, and settlement tips. But today, I have an exciting announcement. I am expanding my channel to bring you some more valuable contents. Not just an immigration update, but also personal finance, smart investing, real estate insight, and lifestyle tips. Let me tell you why I am making the change and what you should expect from me going forward. I believe financial knowledge is just as important as immigration, and I have learned that over the years and still learning it. But I want to empower people with basic financial education, smart investing strategies, wealth generation, and lifestyle improvement to achieve financial freedom. My goal is to simplify complex financial concepts, providing actionable insights, and help people to build a prosperous future. So stay in the video till end and you will have a simple roadmap to financial success. In this video, I am going to cover 50-30-20 budgeting rule, rule of 72, rule of 114, rule of 144, rule of 70, 4% withdrawal rule, and the bonus rule at the end. Now let's start with the first rule, which is 50-30-20 budgeting rule that will give you sense on how you should divide your income. So using this formula, 50% should go towards your needs, which is rent, food, and utilities. 30% should go towards the wants, which is entertainment, shopping, etc. And 20% must go into savings and investment. So let's look at this example. And if you are earning, for example, $5,000 a month after taxes, then 2,500 should go towards the needs, 1,500 should go towards your wants, and $1,000 must go in savings and investment. That is a policy that always pay yourself first, because saving at least 20% ensures your future financial freedom. Now let's move on to the next rule, which is rule of 72. You want to know how long it will take for your money to get double? Just use rule of 72. In this rule, the formula is pretty simple. 72 divided by rate of return, and it will give you number of years. So in this example, if you want to calculate how long it will take for your $10,000 to become $20,000. So assuming that you put this money into saving account, which gives you around 2% interest, then it will take 36 years for your money to get double. Assuming that you put this money into GIC, which gives you around 4% annual return, then it will take roughly 18 years for your money to get double. And assuming that you invest this money into the equity market and it will give you roughly 12% of the annual return, then it will take only 6 years for your money to become double. So the higher the return, the faster your money grows. Now, are you wondering how long it will take for your money to become triple? Then use rule 114. So in this rule, 114 divided by your annual rate of return, and it will give you the number of years. So in this example, if we take this $10,000 and calculate how long it will take for your $10,000 to become $30,000, then if you have saved this money into your saving account, then it will take roughly 57 years for your money to get triple. In GIC with 4% annual return, it will take about 28.5 years. And assuming that if you have invested this money into equity market, then with 12% annual return, it will take only 9.5 years for your money to get triple. Now, are you wondering when your $10,000 will become $40,000? Then use the next rule, which is rule of 144. So in this rule, 144 divided by the annual rate of return, and it will give you number of years. So using the same example previously, if your money is saved into saving account, then with 2% interest rate, it will take 72 years for your money to quadruple. If you have put this money into your GIC, then it will take about 36 years for your money to become quadruple. And the same amount of money is invested into the equity market with 12% annual return. It will take only 12 years for your money to become quadruple. So if you have seen this, the more time your money stays invested, the greater the compounding effect. Albert Einstein has said that the compounding is the eighth wonder of the world. So if you have seen this in the previous examples, if your money is in the equity market for 10,000 to 20,000, it takes 6 years. But from 20,000 to 30,000, it takes only 3.5 years. But then 30,000 to 40,000, it takes only 2.5 years. So more time money stays invested, the more it will grow. Now let's move on to the next rule, which is rule of 70. So rule of 70 will also tell you how long it will take for your money to get doubled, or how long it will take for a country's GDP to grow double, or how long it will take for a country's population to grow double with with constant annual growth rate. But here in this example, we want to understand that how long it will take for your money's purchase power to become half, meaning that you can buy something with $5,000 today. How long it will take so that you can buy the same thing with $10,000 tomorrow, so that money's purchase power will be half. So using this formula, 70 divided by the inflation rate will give you the number of years. So in this example, if you have $10,000 today in your account or with you as a cash, then how long it will take so that its purchasing power will be half, which is $5,000. So using this formula, so if we are assuming that you are in a developed country and which has inflation rate about 3 to 4%, then if we are assuming 3%, then it will roughly take 23 years for your money's purchasing value to become half. If we take 4% inflation rate, then it will take 17.5 years. And if you are in a developing country where the inflation rate is little bit higher than the developed country, so in this example, we have taken 6%, then it will take roughly 11.5 years for your money's purchasing value to become half. So the lesson here is never have your money sitting with you. Always invest or save with the return rate over the inflation rate. Now you want to retire early. How much money do you need to have when you retire? So this 4% rule will tell you how much you can safely withdraw from your investments every year without running out of the money. So you need to have at least 25 times your annual expenses money saved in your account or invested. So for example, if you have annual expenses about $40,000 a year, then you need to have at least $1 million invested. And in the second example, if your annual expenses is around $100,000 a year, then you need to have at least $2.5 million saved or invested. And one more key point here to remember is in your first year of retirement, you would withdraw only 4% of your total retirement portfolio value. And by doing so, you will have money that will last 30 years or more. So the more you invest now, the sooner you can retire comfortably. Now it's time for the golden rule, which is 100 minus age rule. How much money you should be investing in stock market versus the bond market. So this rule will tell you. So 100 minus age is equal to percentage of portfolio invested in stocks. For example, if you are at 30 right now, then 100 minus 30 is equal to 70% of your portfolio should be in stocks and 30% in the bond. If you are 50 years old, then 50% should be invested in stocks and 50% should be invested in bonds. And why? Because stock market is more volatile and the bond market is more stable. So the more younger you are, you can take some more risk. But as you get older, you need more stability. So now let's recap rule of 72, 114 and 144, which tells you how fast your money grows. Rule of 50, 30, 20. It's simple budgeting formula. Rule of 70 is to calculate your money's purchasing power to become half. 4% rule is a safe retirement withdrawal rule, and 100 minus age rule is a smart investing strategy. So if you have heard this rule for the first time, let me know in the comment box which finance rule surprised you the most. And if you are a seasoned investor, then let me know how faster your money is growing using which rule. Now what's the next? So check out my next video, which is retire at 30. In that video, I will be using more Excel and to show you with the numbers that how much money you should be investing and how much portfolio you need to retire comfortably. So now that you know this powerful financial tool, let's put them into the action. So make sure you subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. And if you like this video, then hit the like button